Hello guys, welcome back. So we're in this little hidey hole, and there's clearly zombies around here somewhere. Not exactly. I know where they are. They're right above us. So what I'm going to do is clear this out a little bit, move these things in here, and possibly set up a bed if I can get enough string. That's why I was earlier when that spider blew up. I was really worried about killed that spider. I was really worried about the string falling in the lava. I did not want to lose it. I'll check all this stone. I know I'm probably just overreacting at this point, but I would rather overreact and know I'm mining safely than to tap into a silverfish vein, and once you kill one they scream and they call out another one, and then another one and another one. You get swarmed and you're dead. I need to be real careful. I've got to balance the caution that I'm taking with the fact that my tools are not going to last forever. And once those tools are gone, I'm boned. You hear me? Boned. Okay, let's put that in. I'd put in a door, but, well, zombies can break those down. So if I come in here, I'm probably just going to wall up behind me. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to blow the chest up, pick everything up. Okay, chest down, get workbench. Now there's a couple of things that you probably saw in the last video that I didn't even mention, because I kind of had other things on my mind. Right where my cursor's at, there is a chest over there. And I can't remember if I hit that chest that's up there where the light is. Also, there's a glass encased room right up there, which when I played through this the first time, I did not go in there. That may very well be one of the wolves, but there's getting up there. I think I'm going to go around and then tunnel in and work my way up rather than try and go in that area. So after the first episode, I didn't play any more for that night. I went to bed, got my mind off of it, and I feel much better. I feel better about where I am. Much better this time around than the first time. So this is going to be slow and steady. I don't have a partner, so I don't have any help that way. But we'll do the best we can with what we have to work with. So I don't want to be holding on to that. I am going to make one more. Also, the way the food issue is going to work is I'm going to keep most of the food back here. And I'm to the point where I would sooner die from hunger than waste all my food for a time when it may be critical. So I'm not taking any food with me. I'm taking very minimum equipment. I'm going to light up a little bit as I go around. I can always pull these torches out later. Frame rate issues. I had this yesterday. Now I know what's above me. I know what we're hearing. Creepers, and up there is a bank of spawners, which I'm going to have to approach delicately. there's a creeper right there, but he's not going to come down. I don't think there are any silverfish over here. In fact, I didn't see any until I got way to the other side, and it was just mainly for that one little trap. I'm going to make sure that I'm very careful about tapping into a room that I don't really need to be messing with. And that would not have been, that wasn't very wise, mining out directly above me. Not for the fact that gravel could drop on me. I kind of assume gravel's not going to drop down. But for the simple fact that I don't know exactly what's up there. I hear the creepers. And I think I'm going to turn that music down a little bit. I'm going to check the video afterwards to see if how loud this music actually sounds. I also added, if you haven't, I'm sure if you watched the first video, you noticed that I did add the death counter into this. I will be keeping track of that. I make no promises that I'm going to get out of here with deaths under 1,000. I don't expect it to be that big. I don't plan to fail that hard. That would make for... I mean, a few deaths are fun to watch sometimes, but you know... I don't think y'all are exactly going to sign on to see me die again. My frame rate just crashed to 4. So, I don't know what the issue is. I may end up just restarting this, just maybe rebooting my computer. Maybe that will help. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I came back to get some more torches, so this is as good a place as any to just stop it here, and I'll pick up with this in just a few minutes. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully this is a little better. So, I was going to make some more torches. And... if anybody watching this has ever done any of these maps before, you're probably laughing at me as far as how I'm being with my wood, and I'm really worried I won't have enough. Another reason for starving instead of worrying about food all the time is that, you know, I just don't, I would rather use that coal for torches instead of food. So, I mean, it would be different if I had a piece of a wool that took me a long time to get, and I'm working my way back and hoping I don't die. Then that would be one of the rare occasions I'd want to use. That using food is a good idea. Now, I should be getting close to that room if I keep going up that way. I really don't know how close I am, but heard something fall. That was surely... there it is. Let's... oh no, don't... oh... oh no, I did get it. I thought, again, it looked like that string went right off the side. No, I'll take a hit to get me some string. So let's keep coming up. And I'm just getting in the practice of editing these videos. I'm adding that if you watched the last video, you can see that I'm adding a death counter to this. So that's going to take up some time, considering the fact that I expect to die quite frequently. Oh, look at this. Could I have gotten anything better? Look where I came up. This is wonderful. And that is a tree block. Now, I am really concerned about something blowing up. But that's going to be a wool, surely. No. Golden apples. Well, that's nice. I am taking the chests. I am not leaving these things behind. Besides, that was some... Huh. You know, that glowstone may come in handy. I don't expect to be back up in here. So, let's... I don't want anything to spawn. So this is nice. I'm quite pleased. Now, another thing I thought about since last night is, you know, when we started, I say when we, there was that little island-like thing, that little area that they spawned you on. Now, I know, like, when in the first video, you could hear zombies there. So, now whether they were on the wall around me, it seems unlikely because it was daytime. There goes the frame rate again. But I'm really thinking that maybe, just maybe, there was actually something in there that I missed. So I'm thinking that it may not be the worst idea in the world to try and make it back there. Now, I've got this. This is not going to make for pleasant viewing, but I've got almost a full stack of blocks, and I just don't. This is one of those things, you don't need the wood to progress. The wood is nice, trust me. It's obvious that having a pick is better than not having a pick. But now I'm not gonna respawn. Excuse me. If I die, yeah, you see, that's the downside of my plan. I don't really have a way in here yet. So until I have a plan of action that involves me getting past this wall of mobs, dying may not exactly be in my best interest. But what is in my best interest is getting some light in there. So I don't think I'm too far away from the... I'm not. Okay, I've got that torch down. Let's go out and see exactly where that comes from down here. I see now that that creeper keyed to me a long way away. And no, there's a skeleton up there, and I only have one bit of hunger left, or one bit of food. So now Vechs balanced this map for 1.3, so he knows that food is going to be the make or break in staying alive for a long period of time, and unless you're just walled up in a hole somewhere, which it's not always the worst idea sometimes. Also, another thing is you're going to hear me quite frequently refer to some of the guys on the Minecraft server, because they're the ones I've seen the most, hands down, as far as Let's Plays with Minecraft. I used to watch Yogg's cast, but I got out of that. I mean, they were funny for a while, and it just I really lost interest. So I think I'm going to eat up this one time. Definitely going to use a pick. Not using that iron. Because you just never know when you might have to mine something that you need a diamond, or that you need an iron pick for. And I am running out of coal. That's not good. Now, you know, there's plenty of lava here, and I do have enough iron for a bucket. So if I've got to make lava curtains, lava walls for light in order to get my torches back, I'll do it. Well, I got full health, but how much that's going to help me in this room? Jury's out. So let's keep mining. Now, one thing that I noticed when I was watching the Good and B00's Legendary series is at the very end, and if you haven't seen this, if you have not gone and watched their Legendary series, look, it's really, really good. I might have even mentioned the first video, but I can't mention it enough. It's worth the viewing. But I won't give anything away, but there was an issue at one point where, I mean, it's the two of them playing, so they're on a multiplayer server, that there were just so many mobs around that the server couldn't handle it. And they had to restart the server a couple of times. Okay, this spider is going to come for me, which that's okay. Okay, this is actually where I want to be anyway. I wanted to come back to this first area and see. At least it didn't require me dying to do it. Are they coming? That's not a good sound. I got no use for those. This is what bothers me right here. I just... Maybe... Is there something under here? You know, I don't think I'm going to use a pick. Although, for you guys, you know, I probably should. Because that's going to be preposterously slow. Oops. Spiral staircase, spiral staircase. Use the last of my torches. But there is this. I'm getting to think that there's nothing down there. It sounds like there is, though. This glowstone is going to be very, very useful in times where I just don't have any more torches. This is going to be a lifesaver. I don't think there's anything in here. And somebody may be watching this video going, no, you need to dig. You should have dug right here instead of right over there. But I didn't. Now, I know there is a spider over there. Did I take all the food out of here? There's that sword that, you know, I cannot bring myself to use it. You know, I did find chapter 1. I could read it real quick. Waking Up by Andrea J. Buchanan. Copyright. Between living and dreaming, there is a third thing. Guess it. Antonio Machado. Chapter 1. For as long as I can remember, I have felt something in my chest. A lightness, a flutter, a visceral ache when something nears its end. I feel it's when I'm about to say goodbye to someone, even when I know I'm going to see them again soon. I feel it when I reach the part in a story when everything starts to come together and I know it's just a matter of time until it's over. I feel it when my mom says goodnight and walks out of the room, her back facing me as she departs. There's the edging towards something final about it, and all these almost endings, and my heart strains and races until I could swear I could actually feel it swelling. This feeling doesn't only announce itself at important times, obvious moments when something is ending and something is beginning. I feel it in small moments too, when I see the lonely blink of the cursor on my screen, when someone closes a door as they leave the room. I feel it at the end of a data transmission on the ultranet at the end of dinner. I feel it at the end of a data transmission on the ultranet, at the end of dinner, at the end of a song, at the end of a sentence. Endings are hard for me, I guess, because what comes next? With this feeling in my chest, this longing, it's not exactly unpleasant. I don't feel sad. I don't even actually feel bad. I just feel this itchy emptiness, this restless sense needing to wander, that fills me up for just a moment before, like the very events that triggered it, it ebbs away. I'm feeling it now. I ache with it. I'm suspended in a permanent ending, and so I'm bathed in longing. But now this longing has a point. It isn't the shapeless pain of knowing something is about to be over. It's the pointed, focused pain of not knowing when that end will come. I'm floating, captured here, waiting. And the feeling in my chest refuses to subside. Chapter 1 of 20. Let's hope we find them all. Okay, now I had a look down there to see what was there. Satisfied in the decision that, you know, it's not really very important. And just having this 4 extra wood in the form of a workbench can possibly mean the difference. So let's get this back. There's a spider around the corner that I hope he's there. I see a spider past that Enderman over there, way over there. And I'm sure he'll attack me when we get close. Creeper! Oh, you know, this is nice. This ability to just get away, to close the door behind me, and everything's okay. I'm all right for now. I know it's been a whole episode, guys, and it seems like all we've managed to do is get one chapter of the book. I don't even have any wool yet. I do know where a piece of wool is, but I'm not going to spoil it for you by telling you right now. We'll get there. Possibly in the next episode or 2, because I know what's standing between me and it. And the start of that is the skeleton, which those bones are going to be important. If I find some dirt and some saplings, I can use that bone to make trees, and a little part of my life will be just a little bit easier. So, how much string do I have? I need what, 12 for a bed? Oh, we're getting there. 7 left. I'm not going to eat again on this character. In fact, what? You know? Let's see. Somebody's probably going to make the case that some armor would probably be the best use of this iron. Maybe even a sword or pick. But right now, I got buckets in my eyes. That's what I want to use. I'm just going to test this out. Now I want all this right there, and it's put the block right there, right? Yes, this will do quite nicely. Thank you, Good. I watched Good do this in his 404 challenge, and it's just amazing. It's not even going to cost my pick. I'm going to do this with no pick. I'm going to have this whole place down here lit up. This is going to be awesome down here. Just watch. Just wait. But it's coming that time, the end of an episode. So I will hold up here again, and I shall see y'all next time. Thank you for watching.